Hi everyone, Coach Ramona here. Today we're going to talk about mindful eating. So first of all, we should talk about nutrition, the important parts of your things that need to make up your diet so that you can thrive and reach your full potential physically and mentally. Things like dairy, so milk and cheese, all our vegetables like carrots and spinach, and whole grains like you might get in your cereal or your bread. And fruit, of course, which is a really, really lovely option. So I've just picked 5 random ones. We've got some watermelon, some blackberries, some strawberries, a little clementine, and probably the most familiar, a banana. So now for the fun part. Thinking about mindful eating. It's now not just in terms of all the nutrients and vitamins that these fruits are giving me, but I really want to enjoy it. I want to be completely immersed in this act of eating because I want to savor it and make it last as long as possible, because for some people, having this amount of fruit in front of them or this amount of food at all is not something that happens all the time. So mindful eating can also then help us build up some gratitude for what you do have. But first, let's say we explore it through our 5 senses. So this is something we would do slowly. Take 5 minutes to really explore what you've got in your hands. So how it looks. We know that most of us know strawberries are pretty red, but how the color changes from the very top as it goes down in this beautiful area where it's a sort of pink color is really cool. And the way it smells, it might smell like some strawberry milkshake you've had before. It might smell like dirt and being outside because it's been freshly picked. But it smells sweet. It's really lovely. Now, also thinking about how it feels. And maybe we don't always think about that with food because we're not eating with our hands, but something like one piece of fruit like a strawberry, I can really look at and think about how it feels. So parts of it are really smooth and like a little highway all over it. And then there's these tiny little pits that have all the seeds, and that feels kind of bumpy. And actually, the leaves on top, they're pretty soft. They're not crispy. They feel nice. So all these little details that you notice about your strawberry, that might not seem like it's important in the grand scheme of things, but what I'm really doing is just paying attention, really feeling, smelling, looking at what I'm about to taste. Because then, of course, that's the best part. What does it taste like? Now, if we're thinking of our 5 senses, you'll know that there's one that I kind of left out. For strawberries, I couldn't really hear anything in this scenario, but what if that reminds me of something? Sometime where I heard the noise of strawberries being poured out of a bowl onto a table, so someone was going to cut them up and turn them into a pie. Doesn't matter. We all have different memories and different experiences. So I'm not saying that you need to take 5 times as long to eat every meal for the rest of the day or the week or whatever. But I think it would be really cool if you just spent some time really looking at what you're putting into your body, taking notice of all the details, and realizing that what you have, if you have food in front of you, that's very special, and learn to be grateful for it. And then, of course, eat it.